Welcome to English Simplified channel. Our today's topic of discussion is, what is research? And in understanding or having better comprehension, we'll discuss it with 5 experts or authors' ideas and definitions. They are Yogesh Kumar Singh, C.R. Katari, Nicholas Wallerman, John W. Cresswell, and Kenneth N. Ross. Without waiting, let's begin. Singh states that research is simply the process of arriving at a dependable solution to a problem through the planned and systematic collection, analysis and interpretation of data. Pay attention to the underlined words. In order to understand this, let's clarify these 3 key words. 1. Problem solution. 2. Planned and systematic, and 3. Interpretation of data. 1. Problem solution refers to the process of addressing or resolving a particular issue or challenge that exists within a given context. In the context of research, it involves identifying a problem or question that needs to be answered, developing a systematic approach to gather relevant data or information, analyzing this data to understand the underlying factors contributing to the problem, and finally, proposing or implementing a solution based on the findings of the analysis. In other words, problem solution in research entails the application of scientific methods and techniques to understand, mitigate, or eliminate issues or challenges within a specific area of interest. This process often involves critical thinking, creativity, and a rigorous examination of evidence to arrive at a dependable solution. 2. Planned and systematic, in the context of research, refers to the structured approach taken to conduct the investigation. Let's break down what each term means. Planned. This implies that research activities are organized and conducted according to a predetermined strategy or design. Before starting the research, a plan is developed outlining the objectives, methodologies, data collection techniques, timeline, and resources required for the study. Planning ensures that the research is focused, efficient, and capable of addressing the identified problem or question effectively. Systematic. This suggests that the research process follows a logical and orderly sequence of steps. Every stage of the research, from data collection to analysis and interpretation, is carried out in a methodical manner, adhering to established procedures and standards. Systematic research minimizes bias, ensures reliability and validity of the findings, and allows for replication by other researchers. Together, planned and systematic means that research is conducted with careful forethought and according to a structured framework, which enhances the credibility and rigor of the study's outcomes. 3. Interpretation of data. It is a crucial step in the research process where the collected data is analyzed and its meaning is derived in the context of the research question or problem. Here's what it involves. Analysis. First, the raw data is processed and analyzed using various statistical or qualitative techniques, depending on the nature of the data and research objectives. This analysis helps to identify patterns, trends, relationships, or discrepancies within the dataset. Contextualization. The findings from the analysis are then interpreted within the broader context of the research problem or question. Researchers consider existing theories, literature, and relevant background information to make sense of the data in relation to the research objectives. Drawing conclusions. Based on the analysis and contextualization, researchers draw conclusions about the implications of the findings. They assess whether the data supports or refutes their hypotheses or research questions and consider any limitations or alternative explanations. Implications and recommendations. Finally, researchers discuss the implications of their findings and may offer recommendations for future action or further research. This step is crucial for translating the research results into practical insights that can inform decision-making or contribute to knowledge advancement in the field. Overall, interpretation of data involves moving beyond the numbers or observations to understand the deeper meaning and significance of the findings within the research context. It requires critical thinking, analytical skills, and a thorough understanding of the subject matter. Katari argues that research is an academic activity and as such the term should be used in a technical sense. Research is an art of scientific investigation. The underlined words as the keywords here we have 1. Technical sense, 2. Academic activity, and 3. Scientific investigation. Let's see what are meant by them. 1. Technical sense. In the context of academia and scholarly work, using a term in a technical sense means adhering to its specific definition or understanding within a particular field of study. It involves using the term in a precise, specialized manner that reflects its established meaning and usage within that discipline. For example, when we talk about research in a technical sense, we are referring to the systematic process of inquiry, investigation, or study aimed at generating new knowledge, understanding, or insights within a specific academic or scientific domain. This definition encompasses various research methodologies, approaches, and practices that are recognized and accepted within the academic community. Using a term in a technical sense ensures clarity, consistency, and precision in communication, especially within scholarly discourse where precise terminology is essential for conveying complex concepts and ideas accurately. So, when someone mentions using the term research in a technical sense, they are emphasizing the importance of understanding and applying the term according to its defined meaning within the academic or scientific context. 2. Academic activity. Academic activity refers to any intellectual pursuit or endeavor that is carried out within the context of an educational institution or scholarly community. It encompasses a wide range of activities, including teaching, learning, research, publication, and academic collaboration. Here's a breakdown of what it entails. Teaching and learning. Academic activities often involve the exchange of knowledge and ideas between educators and students through lectures, seminars, workshops, and other instructional methods. This includes curriculum development, lesson planning, grading, and providing feedback to facilitate learning. Research. Research is a central component of academic activity, involving the systematic investigation of phenomena to discover new knowledge, develop theories, or solve problems. This may include conducting experiments, surveys, fieldwork, archival research, or literature reviews to advance understanding within a specific discipline. Publication. Academic activity frequently involves the dissemination of research findings and scholarly contributions through publications such as academic journals, books, conference proceedings, and research reports. Publishing allows researchers to share their discoveries, insights, and ideas with the wider academic community and contribute to the advancement of knowledge. Peer review and collaboration. Academic activity often entails collaboration and engagement with peers, colleagues, and experts within one's field. This may involve peer review of research manuscripts, collaborative research projects, interdisciplinary collaborations, and participation in academic conferences, workshops, and seminars. Professional development. Engaging in academic activities also includes ongoing professional development to stay abreast of current trends, methodologies, and best practices within one's discipline. This may involve attending conferences, workshops, training sessions, and pursuing further education or certifications. Overall, academic activity encompasses a broad spectrum of intellectual pursuits aimed at advancing knowledge, fostering critical thinking, and promoting scholarly exchange within the academic community. It plays a vital role in the development of individuals, disciplines, and society as a whole. Scientific investigation. Scientific investigation refers to a systematic and methodical process of inquiry aimed at discovering, interpreting, and understanding natural phenomena or phenomena within the realm of human behavior or society. It involves the application of scientific principles, methodologies, and techniques to gather empirical evidence, analyze data, and draw conclusions that contribute to the body of knowledge within a particular field of study. Scientific investigation typically follows a structured approach, including formulating research questions or hypotheses, designing experiments or studies, collecting and analyzing data, and communicating findings through publications or presentations. This rigorous approach ensures that research results are reliable, replicable, and contribute to the advancement of knowledge in a given discipline. Wollerman gives the definition. Research is a very general term for an activity that involves finding out, in a more or less systematic way, things you did not know. It is about advancing the frontiers of knowledge. Based on his definition, here we have 1. Finding out. 2. Systematic way. 3. Things you did not know, and 4. Frontiers of knowledge. Let's break down each term. Finding out. This refers to the process of discovering or uncovering new information, facts, or insights about a particular topic or phenomenon. It involves exploring and investigating various aspects of a subject to gain a deeper understanding or to answer specific questions. Systematic way. Research is conducted in a systematic way, follows a structured and organized approach. It involves carefully planning and executing the research process, including defining research questions or objectives, selecting appropriate methods and techniques, collecting and analyzing data, and interpreting results in a logical and coherent manner. Systematic research ensures that the inquiry is conducted in an orderly fashion, reducing biases and increasing the reliability and validity of the findings. Things you do not know. Research often involves exploring areas where knowledge gaps exist or where understanding is limited. It aims to uncover new information, insights, or perspectives that were previously unknown or not fully understood. This may involve investigating unexplored topics, challenging existing assumptions or theories, or addressing unanswered questions within a field of study. Four. Frontiers of knowledge. The frontiers of knowledge represent the boundary or edge of what is currently known or understood within a particular field or discipline. Research endeavors to push these frontiers by expanding existing knowledge, discovering new phenomena, developing innovative theories or methodologies, and addressing unresolved questions or challenges. Advancing the frontiers of knowledge involves contributing new insights, discoveries, or perspectives that extend the boundaries of understanding and pave the way for further exploration and inquiry. According to Cresswell, research is a process of steps used to collect and analyze information to increase our understanding of a topic or issue. And the underlined words as the keywords to understand what a research is. Here we have 1. Process of steps. 2. Collect and analyze information. 3. Understanding of a topic or issue. Let's dissect each component. 1. Process of steps. Research involves a series of systematic and methodical steps or stages that are followed to achieve a specific goal or outcome. These steps typically include defining the research question or problem, reviewing existing literature, designing the research methodology, collecting data, analyzing data, interpreting results, and drawing conclusions. Each step is interconnected and builds upon the previous one, guiding researchers through the research process in a structured manner. 2. Collect and analyze information. This refers to the process of gathering relevant data or evidence related to the research question or topic of interest, and then examining and interpreting this data to extract meaningful insights or conclusions. Data collection methods may vary depending on the nature of the research, and can include techniques such as surveys, experiments, observations, interviews, or analysis of existing datasets. Once data is collected, it is systematically analyzed using appropriate statistical or qualitative methods to identify patterns, trends, relationships, or associations that contribute to the understanding of the topic. 3. Understanding of a topic or issue. Research aims to deepen our comprehension or knowledge of a particular subject matter, problem, or phenomenon. Through the collection and analysis of information, researchers seek to gain insights, explanations, or solutions to address questions or challenges within the topic area. This understanding may involve clarifying existing concepts, theories, or assumptions, uncovering new perspectives or insights, or generating practical implications or recommendations for further action or study. Ultimately, the goal of research is to advance understanding and contribute to the body of knowledge within a given field or discipline. Last but not least, Ross states that research can mean research, implying that the subject matter is already known, but for one reason or another, needs to be studied again. Based on his statement, here we have two components as our key words. 1. Research, and 2. Needs to be studied again. 1. Research. It suggests conducting a new investigation or inquiry into a subject matter that has already been explored or studied previously. It implies revisiting a topic to delve deeper, validate previous findings, challenge existing assumptions, or explore new angles or perspectives. 2. Need to be studied again. It refers to the recognition that there is still value or relevance in examining a topic that has been previously researched. This could arise for various reasons, such as advances in technology or methodologies that allow for more comprehensive analysis, changes in societal or environmental contexts that necessitate a fresh examination, or discrepancies or gaps identified in previous research that require further investigation for clarification or resolution. The decision to study a topic again may also stem from a desire to build upon existing knowledge, refine theories, or address emerging questions or challenges within the field. Now let's draw the conclusion based on the definitions or statements. Generally, research is a scientific, academic, professional activities which is done with systematic steps, or governed by certain procedures, and it aims to solve problem, test theory, understand phenomenon, seek or knowledge integration and improvement, discovery, better and best product, career or profession, etc. In which, it is done by valid and reliable instrument, information or data gathered which is specifically analyzed for conclusion, finding or result. I can say that out of natural, everything we see or have is the research outcomes. Hopefully, this learning video is beneficial. Catch up with you later.